Hey Tyson, good to see you again. Uh, Last year when you went back to Colorado, I don't know what you did, but you had the opportunity to see old friends, old teammates, and all that. This year coming into Toronto, you don't have that opportunity. Are you disappointed by that? Like, what would you have done had you could you have gone out last night?
Yeah, we were texting. I was texting with a bunch of the fellas, and would have been nice to go for a nice soto dinner and get together with everyone. But obviously not in the cards this year. But we'll get together in the future, I'm sure. But it's nice to be back.
How do you think your transition to the Oilers has been?
Good. I mean, we're still early on here, and not a whole lot of time during camp, but I'm feeling pretty good. And obviously, we'd like better results in our first few games, but we'll continue to work and turn this thing around a little bit.
Next question, Mark Masters, TSN.
Hi Tyson. I know it's early in the year, but I'm wondering if you've noticed any similarities between Connor McDavid being around him as a teammate and Austin Matthews having gotten to know him last year.
Yeah, I mean, both amazing players. Different personalities, but obviously world class talent. And I kind of laugh, and I've got to play with Nate and then Austin and Connor, so I'm kind of ticking off all the top dogs. So it's a cool experience, and you see different things that they do to prepare and how they conduct themselves, and you try to take little things. And I feel very fortunate to be on a team with such high end talent.
What if anything did you take from Austin last year?
Lots. I mean, me and Austin were good buddies, and sat next to each other on the plane, and we'd carpool all the time. He's just a great guy, and super humble, down to earth guy. So I don't know if a lot of people know how humble he is, and there's not a whole lot of ego there.
Next question, Jack Michaels, 630 Ched.
Tyson, you just talked about, kind of sitting together on the plane, and I just wanted maybe you to elaborate on what this first road trip was like, from a presence on the plane where, no cards are flying. Did it feel much more subdued than your average road trip?
Yeah, absolutely. And you got these big, thick masks on that tough to breathe through. It's definitely a lot different, but I think it's different for everybody right now, and we're just super fortunate to be able to play and have this season kind of going, and give some people something to watch and to cheer for. So it's definitely different, but we got to be grateful for the opportunity we have here.
Speaking of opportunities, just on the power play, do you feel like you're getting the ones you want and it's just not going in for you, or do you need to make some adjustments to get better looks?
No, I think we're getting looks. We've gone through video the last couple of games, and there's definitely opportunities there, and they're just, maybe some tough bounces, or just inch here and there that just aren't going. But it's too talented of a group, and we just got to stick with it and not overcomplicate things. And I don't think we have too much, so we'll just keep going and keep being consistent until we get some in the back of the net.
Next question, Jason Greger, TSN 1260.
Tyson, sticking with the power play, you've been very successful in a lot of power plays. Did you have to talk to Connor and Leon? They've been so used to a lefty at the top. Like, I know I saw it in the first game, there's a few passes in your skates, just maybe not used to where your stick. Is that as big of an adjustment as we think on the outside, or is it pretty simple?
I think it's pretty simple. Obviously, it's a bit different, but I mean, they're such talented guys, and they can put the puck wherever they want it to. So I think it's a good look for us. It gives us some more one-timer opportunities, and I don't think they'll have too many issues putting into my wheelhouse, those guys. So not too much conversation. I think we're just all trying to feel each other out a little bit, and I think we're going to get clicking here.
And 5-on-5, you guys have kind of been Jekyll and Hyde. You've been really good in games 2 and 4 defensively, and then games 1 and 3 it was, not good. What have you seen as far as the 5-on-5 play from this group, and how you have to play tonight against a team that you know well?
Yeah, it's it is a small sample size at 4 games in, and like you kind of mentioned, we had 2 really good games and two not so good games. So consistency is going to be huge, and I think it's just getting comfortable in our systems, and everyone working as a unit and being comfortable in that. And I think we've definitely got away from that for those 2 games you mentioned, but it's no secret here what we're up against. It's a highly skilled team, fast team that likes to control the play and hold on to the puck, and they're not they don't dump it a ton, so we're gonna have to be really structured. And we went over some stuff last night, so we'll be ready.
Next question, Jim Matheson, Post Media.
Tyson, what about the hotel on a road? Is it like being in a bubble?
Yeah, essentially. It's kind of same vibe as when we were in the actual bubble. Obviously, we fly in before that, but and there's nothing, there's not like there's anything open really anywhere anyway. So it's not a huge deal, and beautiful hotel, and we get nice meals. So it's for everything that's going on, it's a good setup.
Good, thank you.
Last two questions, Luke Fox, Sportsnet.
Hi Tyson, you mentioned Austin and Connor have different personalities. How would you describe their two personalities?
Yeah, I think Connor's a little more reserved and a bit I don't want to say shy, but just quiet and kind of composed. And Austin's kind of he's a bit of he can be a a goofball, I guess. He's a pretty funny guy, and but they're I'm so new to the team too, so just kind of getting to know everybody. So both really good guys though, and grateful I got an opportunity to play with both.
As a new guy to the team, besides obvious guys like Connor and Leon, has a member of you others kind of popped out to you that maybe a guy you didn't really know too much about but is blowing you away?
As far as on ice or off ice?
One second. Go ahead, Luke. Sorry.
Okay. On ice.
Yeah, I think Nuge is such a guy that's he's been around for so long now. He feels like he's super, feels like he's been in the league for 15 years, but he's just such a great two-way player and super skilled and makes all those little plays that makes guys around him better. And so I think getting to play with Nuge and kind of see that up close is he's pretty special.
Last question, Ryan Rashog, TSN.
Tyson, just on the power play, Tippett has talked a lot about, you were a guy that really likes to shoot the puck. And if you evaluate, your decision making to this point, do you think you've passed up some opportunities where maybe, you would have liked to shoot it? Or how do you think it's been just from the standpoint of you getting that shot off when you feel you need to?
Yeah, I think I've been taking, shots when they're there, and, maybe one or two I could have bombed, but at the same time, you want to get these guys on your flanks of the puck and have them making plays. So I think we've had some good looks and I've had some good shots, and we're just kind of waiting for one of them to kind of pinball around down there and get a bounce or get a screen to go in. So I know the power play's been we've had our issues the last few games, but I think it's going to come. I think everyone's kind of getting good looks here. So
The Oilers also run pretty regularly with that group, a good minute 30, minute 40 with that top unit. Not every team does that. Is it difficult to have the same sort of quality of play deep into a power play, and what's the challenge in maybe getting deep into some of those power play shifts and keeping that quality up?
I think if you're breaking out and kind of chasing the puck back in your own end, it can be tough. But when you're set up in your structure and you're moving it around, the time goes pretty quick, and it's not it's not too hard. That's what we train for. And but yeah, if you're going out breaking out pucks, I think it's probably best you take your minute and get off. But if you've got them hemmed in, then it's not too difficult.